Quazi here. In today's video, I'm going to share with you why you should give up control and let reality manifest itself, and why this is the best thing you can do to manifest what you want in the quickest way possible. This video is going to be like something you've never seen before, because today we're going to talk about the two different types of intention. And this is something that, honestly, to admit, I knew a really long time ago, but I myself have forgotten. And I've recently been reminded this crucial lesson. So the way in which we're going to define these two types of intentions, and obviously by the end of this video, I'm going to show you how to use it for yourself. This is going to completely change your life. So please stick around to the very end of this video, and I'm super excited to share this with you. So let's go right ahead and get started. Today's video is about giving up control. We're going to begin with what control is, like why and how, and different ways, different nuanced ways in which you become controlling. We all become controlling, and why this happens. So to get started off, what does society teach us to do? Society teaches us that we should work hard and fight to earn our place under the sun, right? So it teaches us work hard. And when we work hard, something inevitable happens. We start to believe that I worked hard, therefore I earned this, right? So we become attached to the fruits of our labor. This is important. I want you to remember this. There is an attachment. The results that we begin to see make us become attached. And when we become attached to something, our egos are tied to it, and when it doesn't go our way, guess what happens? We become frustrated. This is what happened to me for a very, very long time. I was putting in a lot of work in the business, and one month the revenue would go up, and then it would go back down, go up and down, up and down, and up and down. And I had this revenue roller coaster going from like 0 to 5K to 10K, 20K, back down to 10K. Then, I started doing like 100K a month. Then we would do 150, go down to 100, go down to 80, then to 150 again. So it would be this revenue roller coaster. And I just couldn't understand why this was happening, because I would keep working hard, and when things wouldn't go my way and the revenue would come down, I would work even harder. And I would almost force myself, become manipulative, controlling. And I was trying to make things happen through sheer willpower. And this is the worst thing you can do. The worst thing you can do is have this burning desire for your goal. And that's like one of the biggest misconceptions people have after they read Think and Grow Rich. It's a bunch of BS. Like they tell you, have this burning desire for your goal and it will manifest. It's complete BS. The more desire you have, the more resistance you create, the more you establish a reality that you're not worthy, therefore you have to desire, therefore you have to dream and daydream about what you want. The best way to achieve your goals is to assume that it's already manifested. This is why I love Neville's work so much, Neville Goddard. You assume it's already yours and it happens. And by the way, when we define the two different types of intentions, this is going to make a lot more sense. So make sure you stick around to the very end. Results that we see through our hard work make us become attached, which lead us to frustration. This leads me to understanding the two enemies of reality creation, okay? And this was such a huge epiphany for me. It completely changed how I viewed reality creation. The two enemies to reality creation are control and, guess what? Strain. Anytime you feel like you're out of balance, you feel anxious, you feel rushed, chances are you're trying to control something or you're straining. And this is getting in the way of you manifesting what you want. So when I had those revenue months when things would go up, down, I was trying to control something and I was straining. I was forcing myself to work hard, which, by the way, is what society tells you to do. And don't get me wrong, working hard is great. You should work hard, but it's not enough. It's when we work hard from a wrong place. We work hard from a place of frustration, from a place of, I want to get away from this. That makes the hard work not yield the fruits that we want. But when we work hard from a place of inspiration, we're driven, we have fun, there is joy. That's a different kind of hard work, is it not? There's a different intention behind it. So this leads me to understanding the two different types of intention that we have at our disposal. Please pay very close attention to this. Most of the time, we are focused with our personal or inner intention. Personal or inner intention is literally your willpower, okay? This is what I can do to influence my reality. When you function on this petty intention that's just yours, it is you against the world. How can I work hard to directly impact the results in my reality? So for example, inner intention, an example of inner intention would be, what can I do to change this? What can I do to change my current reality? This is what most people are taught to do. This is what most gurus teach you to do online. Go out there and take massive action, work hard. But to be honest with you, if I just did that, I wouldn't be able to explain what happened to me. I was able to grow my business from absolute zero to doing my first 100K month within 1 year of starting it. And that is completely unheard of, right? For someone starting up their own business, like their very first business. It's completely unheard of to growing to 7 figures within the first year. That wasn't the working of inner intention, I can tell you that. That was not just my personal intention. There was something larger at play. And that brings me to the second kind of intention that's available to us, but it doesn't belong to us, okay? This is outer intention. It's difficult to explain outer intention because it's kind of like magic. When you can't explain how certain things came about, that's outer intention. Just going back to my business, growing from 0 to 7 figures within a year, that is outer intention. I can't explain how it happened. Looking back, I can explain the effects that led it after the fact, but I wouldn't be able to predict that this is what would happen. Like if I were to work with a coach or something and I was like, hey, I want to get from 0 to 7 figures within a year, they would say it's impossible. They would say, no, it's not possible. You need some time to build an audience and etc. It's an exception, but that is what outer intention makes possible. If you want exceptional results in your life, if you want effortless results with ease, this is what you have to make use of. And so if we define inner intention as my willpower, as me trying to change something and impact my reality directly, outer intention focuses more on how the world gets impacted indirectly, how my goals get manifested by themselves. Manifest indirectly. I apologize for my handwriting, but this is very, very crucial. Okay, so you have to understand and be able to picture how can my goals get manifested regardless of whether or not I do something. What version of reality exists where my goals just get achieved of their own accord? Can you see a picture in your mind of how your goals just get achieved by themselves? If you can, then you are directly making use of outer intention. Remember that. So inner intention is my willpower. How can I affect my reality directly, either through action or by changing something? Outer intention, how can I manifest? How can my goals get manifested by themselves without me having to do anything? So now I want to share with you 2 keys you must understand to properly use this outer intention to your advantage and have your reality manifest itself. Key number 1, focus on how your goal will manifest itself. So I'm going to give you an example. What this focus looks like is, let's say you visualize, right? You're visualizing your goal getting manifested itself. For me, I would look at my YouTube channel and I would say, hey, well, I would like to grow and get more views. One day I would visualize and see, somehow this video just goes viral. Somehow this old video that I did just goes viral all by itself without me having to do anything, without my intervention or without my involvement in it, without me having to directly impact it. Once you keep visualizing, get into the habit of visualizing, I'm doing something and it's making it manifest. Instead of doing that, it just happens. It just happens by itself. Instead of visualizing you doing something to make an impact, visualize different instances in which this goal can get manifested itself. The video just goes viral. Someone reaches out to me and takes my business from 0 to 100K or whatever. Learn to get into the habit of seeing how your goals just get achieved themselves. This eliminates that petty intention and that little ego that we have that gets attached to everything that we do. That is number 1. Number 2, this is absolutely crucial. Stop trying to change what is. Inner intention tries to change this current moment. Please pay attention to this. When I'm focusing on what I can do, I'm trying to change this current reality. Forget this current reality. It's already manifested. It's the past. The present is the past manifesting, right? So every single moment is continually becoming the past. Instead, choose what you'd like to see in the next moment, okay? Stop trying to change, choose instead. So this looks like, let's say you're having a tough time right now. Let's say your business isn't doing too well and this month is going to become a disaster. Everyone has those months, every business has those months. Or even your income or whatever it is you're doing. Instead of trying to change this month, just accept this month is going to go to shit. Or this week, or this day. Whatever is happening, there is complete acceptance of that. And instead of trying to change, which is inner intention, we're choosing what we want in the next moment. So when you become a true master of this reality creation stuff, stop looking at every little thing you're doing and you look at, what picture do I want to create? It's like a video game. It doesn't affect you what happens in the game. You just keep trying new things and you keep having fun with it. It's like, what do I want in the next moment? What am I creating? What reflection am I trying to create? And you just form the image and just see what reflection is being made. This is something that I actually learned from playing golf. You can't change your swing while you're swinging. It's already done. The swing is made before you even swing. It's in the setup. You set up perfectly and you have a prediction that, hey, I'm predicting this would happen. And then you become the witness. You're witnessing the swing happening. That's what we want to do with reality creation. If you really want to use outer intention to your advantage, you have to make your intention correctly. What do you want to happen for the next moment? Take the actions that are necessary and just witness the actions being taken. Witness all the work being done. And then reflect on it after the fact. And then choose what you want again in the next moment. By doing this, you're not being reactive, which is what most people do. When most people get into reality creation, they're like, oh, man, this isn't happening. Why isn't this working? Oh, man, this manifestation stuff doesn't work. They're fighting. They're controlling. They're straining. Just accept everything as it is. This hasn't worked. That hasn't worked. That's great. This too is all part of the process of everything working out in the end. And then you simply choose what is wanted in the next moment. So in terms of visualization, it simply looks like, how do my goals manifest themselves? My channel just goes viral. My business just blows up. This is what I want in the next moment. This is happening right now. That's completely fine. Complete acceptance of what is. And this is how you become proactive instead of reacting every single moment to what's happening. Number 3, what I want you to do right now is click on this button right here to watch this law of assumption video that I did. Neville Goddard's law of assumption. And I truly believe this law of assumption that Neville Goddard talks about does a really great job in describing outer intention. So click on this right now and I'll see you in this next video. Thanks.